Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. So October 2025. Why this is very important month? Somebody will say that festival season 5 or 6 transit. No, because Jupiter is Atichari and very important transit. Jupiter exaltation falls in this month. That's why we are here to tell you in detail what is going to happen with all 12 ascendants. Let's welcome Akashji from Mumbai, India. This time no Calgary. Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Ram Ram. I just landed not even 10 hours ago, and we are making this 8 hours ago, actually. But yeah, work comes first. We have missed so many other important videos as well because of the transits, my transits. So let's start here with October 2025 horoscope in detail so that everyone understands how this month is going to be for them. Yes, Rohitji.
I want all of our family members, precious family members, to comment on this our new outlook, more bigger window. So they can comment that how we are looking more better, or this is more better, or previous one more better.
I think what they are interested is in that our prediction should be much good. We don't care about how you guys look.
नहीं 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 बड़ा प्यार है हमारा उनके साथ. They are in love with us, all 70,000 family members.
God is kind. Okay, Rohitji, let's start with Aries. Now, for Aries people, October of 2025 starts with a very, very beautiful placement of Mercury into the sign of Libra. Now, here, if you see that second house lord, Maraka, is in the seventh house of Maraka. So, those who are going through health problems may find a little bit of difficulty, but very good for wealth. If anything that has to come from a partnership area, if partnership are the key area where you're looking for a wealth progress or progress in wealth, you will see that something very good is coming. Also, sixth house lord in the seventh house means victory over enemies. So one more good news, that if there is any problem that is going on enmity wise, especially in the workplace, a victory happens for you. Now, Rohit, never ever forget that Jupiter is still putting an aspect on this house. That means here Jupiter is giving a lot of strength to Mercury. And because in this sign, Saturn has great influence because it becomes exalted here. Mercury is a friend of Saturn. In that case, it's also Mercury takes a very, very amazing, strength in this house. So very beautiful transit. One thing, also good time for start new partnerships. If there is anything that is related to signatures, this, that, whatnot, contracts, very beautiful time for taking it forward. So all the very, very best. Shukra Devta, Venus is getting debilitated. Now the Lord of the second and the seventh house debilitated, which is good in one way, because see, it's a Maraka Lord sitting in the sixth house, getting debilitated, having no strength at all, is good news, because in that way it's not going to affect you too much over the health area or over the finance areas. But some things related to the sixth house, if by chance you're going through Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, there can be challenges in the workplace, especially no satisfaction, no luxury, always extreme hard work. That is what you will feel. In fact, if there is any problem that is you're going through the judicial systems, there may be a little bit delays or some kind of uncertainty in those areas also. So these are two negative effects, but otherwise, very good. If a Maraka Lord is debilitated, it can create, beautiful yoga where you do not get too much sick. Also, one more thing, if you're applying for a loan or debt or something like that, then there is a little bit of challenge as well. So sorry for all that. But later, it is putting an exalted aspect on the 12th house. This is so powerful. Foreign travel, those who are thinking that, they need to shift to a foreign country and stuff like that, things are going to work for you. Very beautiful for foreign travels. All the very best. Surya Dev is also becoming debilitated in the seventh house. Now, this is a little bit of, again, challenge, especially for love and romance, especially for your children. It may be a little bit of tough time, tough month. Surya was already into one of a grahana. Now it is coming here the next month only and getting into absolute debilitation. So which can create a little bit of challenges. But challenges when it comes for your children, for your speculative gains, for your romantic partnership. On the other hand, your personality becomes so powerful, so charismatic, so amazing, because it is looking at the ascendant with an exalted aspect. Never underestimate sun. See, sun does not, even in debilitation, sun will absolutely combust everyone around it. So sun is very powerful here. Heated arguments in the relationships can happen, which can create a little bit of rift. If you're going to sun Mahadasha Antardasha, you have to be more very careful. Finally, big transit news. Jupiter is entering into the sign of Cancer. Now look at Jupiter here. Jupiter is the lord of the ninth and the 12th house, going to the 4th house, aspecting 8th, 10th, and 12th houses. Venus also aspecting the 12th house where Saturn is. So those who are having slow progress for foreign countries, things will be very good. Jupiter in exaltation in the 4th house, those who are expecting any kind of new improvement or progress in their real estate, buying of a real estate, moving of a real estate, selling a property. In fact, there is possibility of buying a new vehicle also. Such a beautiful placement. Sudden ups and downs in your life also goes a little bit down, and like that means in a positive way. There is no downs, there is more ups. And Jupiter looking at the 10th house, this is a very powerful placement, because here Jupiter is going to make sure that you get some very good news and expansion in your work area. Even with a debilitated aspect here, Jupiter gives powerful results. So very beautiful. Full video is coming soon, so do subscribe, otherwise you'll miss it. Mercury enters into Scorpio. I think Mercury is faster than Jupiter. It is now entered into Scorpio here, making a Viparit Rajyog. Again, now whatever Venus couldn't do, here Mercury will come and do, and especially in the area related to your debts. If you're expecting some kind of communication related to your debts or some approvals, this is the time that that approval happens. Very positive. And later, Mars will also enter into Scorpio in its own sign. Lagna Lord in the 8th house. Good time for research, analytics, new jobs, because Mars is going to put an aspect on the 11th house of gains where Rahu is sitting, and Rahu is controlled by Mars. So it is very powerful placement of Mars. Mars is going to control Rahu during there. So new job opportunities as well as gains from your previous hard work is also seen. Mars is also looking at the 2nd house and the 3rd house. So here, inheritance wise, if something is working out or somewhere shared resources where some money is supposed to come, boom, it is going to happen for you when Mars transits here. All the very best. Make sure, before making any big decisions, because two big planets are Venus and Sun are debilitated, we want to be very sure, rather than making a decision and then later regretting. You should take some talk to someone before doing such kind of big decisions. If small decision, doesn't matter. All the very best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If you go in the description, there is a link, you click and you will be able to come on WhatsApp, and then Samantha will arrange your appointment. I'm in Bombay, India. There is no personal meeting because I am too occupied. I'll be going to Dubai also very soon. So, but we can do on Zoom anytime. All the best. Rohitji starting his beautiful classes from 20th of September. So for that also, everyone is welcome. See you guys there. Awesome. Taurus. Now for Taurus people, Mercury is entering into Libra. Now here, if you see the 12th house lord, the 2nd house lord and the 5th house lord is in the 6th house. Those who have been struggling for a very long time with debt or financial burden, it may improve for you in a very positive way. Those who are struggling for those who are children also struggling for foreign settlement, or family members are struggling for foreign settlement, they also see some good ray of hope here. 6th house is also workplace wise. If there is a lot of problems in communication, mismatch, you will see that communication is also becoming very powerful. See, whenever a planet will be in progression from its sign, like Mercury's progression in the house of Libra, it is very positive. Very positive. Now here, another thing that happens is that Venus enters into Virgo. So there is a Rashi Parivartana Yoga. Now Mercury is in the house of Venus. Venus is in the house of Mercury, but Venus is debilitated in the 5th house. Lagna Lord in the 5th house, debilitated. Not so great. There are two problems. There are two great things. Number one, don't speculation. Like big speculation should be avoided. You spending on big luxury, or I will buy this later, this price will go up. Even in share stock market, even in normal scenarios, that should be the more focus of avoid. On the other hand, it is putting an exalted aspect on the 11th house. This means your social circle, there will be some great news related to your social circles. Something more recognition, more power, more presence will be felt of you in the social area. So, put more involvement there. Whenever Venus is debilitated, and it is said in the Horoscope, whenever the 1st house lord is in the 5th house, and for the case of Venus, Taurus ascendant, it gets debilitated here in the very beautiful place of Mahalakshmi. It is a great time to do sadhana of Mahalakshmi. But if you want to do sadhana of Mahalakshmi, Ganesh ji has to become together. So Ganesh, Lakshmi, Saraswati is the exact sadhana that is supposed to be done during this time, so that you get real benefit and don't make big losses due to this Venus period. Venus placed here. There is one more thing, Rohitji. Venus in debilitation here. The more mantra chanting you do, the more power Venus gets, the more amazing results you get, even in debilitation of such a planet like Venus. So Rashi Parivartan is active. It may create a little bit of delays in your children, or maybe something that has to do with progeny, maybe something that has to do with your education as well. For that, the only and the best way to do is mantra chanting. The mantra should be Shreem, 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 Shreem. I would say the best mantra is Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswati Namaha, Om Mahalakshmi Namaha. If you do these three mantras together, super. If you're going through Venus Mahadasha Antardasha, try this and you will see the Venus debilitated was the best period for me. Sun enters into Libra, gets debilitated here also. So there are two planets now debilitated. Venus also debilitated, Sun also debilitated. It can create a lot of challenges now, especially government area. Sixth house is the house that is related to government, service industry. So if there is any work from the government, especially in your home place, fourth house lord here, or in the property related government issues, may have a little bit of extra effort that is required now. But if that government related things are related to a foreign country, there we go, because Sun is looking at the 12th house. Sixth house is also house the health and workplace. There may be challenges in workplace, and because it is looking with the 12th aspect on the 7th aspect on the 12th house, there can be even changes in your work, either change of job, either loss of job, change of job, or getting new opportunities somewhere very far away is possible. Sorry for using this, but it is what it is. Planets like Sun, who are putting a collective aspect with Mars, especially at the very starting degree of Ashwini Nakshatra. It is putting an aspect on this very starting degree of Ashwini Nakshatra here in the 12th house. It can create some challenges. I'm very honest about this. But government related issues can come, so be very careful about your taxation, about your property taxes, about your, everything related to property should be into very consideration. Later, Jupiter, the biggest transit of this time is Jupiter getting into the sign of Cancer. So powerful, right? Just see from 14th of May till 18th of October, June, July, August, September, October. In 5 months, Jupiter has taken complete course of his transit into the sign of Cancer, getting exalted here. Jupiter is the lord of the 11th house. Jupiter is lord of the 8th house. And getting the third house, a lot of gains from short distance travel. There can be gains from your siblings also. There can be sudden ups and downs sometimes in what you say. Whatever you say right now will get expanded. Like if you're in social media, if you write something on social media, it may get viral. So make sure that you do it in the right way. Planets do not know the energy, right? They are just there. They just know that we have to expand things. Where it is expanding, or what kind of things are now getting viral or getting expanded, is what is in your hands. One more thing, Jupiter is putting an aspect on the 7th house, great for relationships. Aspect on the 9th house, great for again travel and learning new languages. There can be a lot of people who may be starting to learn new languages or getting into new higher education. And also looking at the 11th house here, which is so powerful aspect of Jupiter, that it is going to be making sure that everything that you're desiring right now, the goals, may see completion. All the very best. Mercury enters into Scorpio here. If you see Mercury is the lord of the 2nd house and the 5th house, getting into the 7th house. Gains from partnership, gains from lot of things related to communication with your children. If it has been paused for a very long time, now this happens. And even those who are thinking about marriage, those who are thinking about new partnerships and relationships, Mercury is here, so analytically you can take right decisions. And Mars enters into Scorpio as well in its own sign. Mars is not a very great planet because it's a Maraka and very, very dangerous. 12th house lord in the 7th house. Any contract signing, anything, it's okay, but it can create some major losses if you don't analyze the thing in advance. So make sure that you're writing everything, you're making sure that everything is in order. We don't want to lose things. Sometimes Mars here, because this is a place where Saturn has extreme digable, that means directional strength. Mars here can create some problem for you. Mars and Saturn are enemies. It can create some problem from foreign country also, like someone in a foreign country doing some kind of contract with you and stuff like that. There may be some challenges. So be very extra over careful. And those who might have a lot of trouble, I will tell you, related to their job or because of the placement of Sun debilitated in the 6th house, make sure you're doing mantra chanting, especially related to your, Lagna Lord, that is Venus, who is always connected to Ma Saraswati, Ma Lakshmi. Okay, all the very best. Take care. We'll see you next month. Till then, if there is anyone who want to do any kind of appointments for their, for their chart, to understand their chart better, 4034931188 is the number, and link is the description for reading. So if you go to the description, you click, you will be able to directly come on WhatsApp. You don't even have to write somewhere. All the very best. Moving on to 20th of September onwards, Rohit ji starting his Hindi classes. For this, all the details are on the screen. All the very best. For Gemini rising, Rohit ji, when you look at Gemini here, you will see that Mercury is entering into the sign of Libra. Your Lagna Lord is entering into the 5th house. What a beautiful placement of Lagna house, aspected by Jupiter. I know Jupiter is also going to transit, but till the time Jupiter is here, aspecting this place, such a beautiful time to start new things. If you want to do any startups, any new progress, even interviews or starting a new job, if they're asking for a joining date, it should be between 3rd of October till 18th of October. Very beautiful time, very beautiful placement of your Lagna Lord, as well as your 4th house Lord in the 5th house gains from mother or gains from your home country. If you are doing any dealing related to your real estate, any dealing related to vehicles, any dealing related to any home related items, you will see that you make a profit either in buying, either in selling. So such a great time. Your Lagna Lord is in a very powerful placement. Whenever Ascendant Lord will go to the 5th house in a Trikona, it is going to be so powerful for him. So all the very best. Later, Venus, the Lord that rules your 5th house, is getting debilitated, but there is a Rashi Parivartana Yoga also. So this debilitation becomes 50% less lethal. 12th house Lord in the 4th house. Many people may be traveling to their home countries. Many people may be suddenly traveling from their home country to abroad. So travel is on your cards. But what best is there is the work. If you see, Venus is putting an exalted aspect on your 10th house, and here is where work-wise you will see that lot of upliftment comes in your life. So work is going to be superb during this period. Venus in the 4th house, Venus has a different charm on you altogether. Even in debilitation, it does not mean that it is going to harm you so much. But what happens is that if you are doing some construction in your house, if there is anything that is going on where luxury word comes, there is where some obstacles can come out. Otherwise, Venus is not bad here. Yes, in one sense, Venus is a female planet. This is a house that is ruled by the Tarak, or a significator of this house is Moon. And here your mother, because Venus is debilitated, so you have to be a little bit of careful about the emotional health of your mother. And if your father is in a very, very big debt or problems like that, look at Venus is putting an aspect on the 10th house. Such a beautiful placement of Venus. Rashi Parivartan saved you guys. This is a very important thing. Later, we will see that Sun is getting debilitated. Now here, 3rd house Lord is in the 3rd from itself in debilitation, means lot of communication issues can arise. Especially you and your kids can have lot of arguments. You and in your education, there can be some delays. There can be possibility of getting into heated argument with your loved ones also, because see, Mars and Sun are at least in a conjunction for the next 10 days in the same zodiac. So there can be heated arguments. Mercury is here to save you as much as possible. So analyze every situation before you act. One more thing you will see that here, Sun coming here puts an exalted aspect on the 11th house. Gains from your social circle. It is better to take advice of your mentors, of your teachers, before making any very big decisions. And that will come from your social circle. If you have someone who you really acknowledge and adore, that okay, this is the person that I look up to, this is the time to take suggestions from them before making any big decisions. Overall level, it's not bad placement. 5th house, malefic to malefic planet comes, it starts giving good results. But because two fire elements, Sun and Mars are here, you want to be careful about the health of your children as well. And heated arguments with our children, with our loved ones, with our romantic partner. So that is where we have to be careful. The event of the month, October 25th, the biggest transit that is happening of Jupiter. It is in so much power that in 5 months it has entered into a different sign, where it takes 1 year to enter into a different sign here. Very powerful, entering into the sign of Cancer, getting exalted in the 2nd house, a big relief for those people who are having problems in their workplace, problem related to finances. Look at Jupiter now. The aspects are completely changed. Jupiter is now looking at the sixth house of your workplace, making sure all the problems in the workplace are resolved. Looking at your eighth house, sudden ups and downs in your life, the problems that has been created, now that also comes into your control. And the best aspect of Jupiter is on Saturn. The what do you say? The ninth aspect on your workplace, where Venus is also putting a exalted aspect. Saturn slowing down in your workplace. Now see how powerful your workplace work decisions happen. For this, we are making a complete big, very detailed video of Jupiter with the nakshatra transit. So please do not miss it. That will give you more idea about it. Subscribe, otherwise you will miss it, because I'm only putting subscribers only for them. Later we will see Rohitji here. Mercury is again making a transit and it is coming into the sixth house. Now, Mercury, Lagna Lord in the sixth house, can give you some challenges related to when it comes to your health, especially in the if the element of, we can say, I will not be able to explain you in such a way, element of air and earth and ether, but the best way is to understand is that it can give you some problems related to food poisoning, problems related to challenges, those who are having thyroid problems, because Gemini people may have tendency to get thyroid because second house lord being, what do you say, moon. Those who are having any breathing problems may feel a little bit of extra challenge. But one good thing is those who are in any judicial problems, any problems related to enemies, troubles, court cases, there is a great relief here. And secondly, also great relief for those people who want to go to a foreign country, because Mercury is looking at the 12th house now. Fourth house lord looking at the 12th house means that those people who are in foreign country can also be now going or um, putting their energy into buying a new property in a foreign country. So it is overall very beautiful placement. So we do not want to be, it is sixth house Dushtana, not good for a planet like Mercury. That's why I told you health wise some problem can come. Best way to cope up is to use Surya Namaskar or do any earth, anything that where earth is connected, or take any herbal plant related remedies that will help you. Mars enters into Scorpio here. If you look at Mars, 11th house lord is 8th from itself. Elder siblings may have some challenges. Sometimes you may also feel very overwhelmed or very heat in the stomach, getting food poisonings and stuff like that can happen. But one thing very positive is that enemies, if enemies are trying to trouble you, or if there is any problem that someone is creating politics in the workplace for you, Mars is going to like slice them into pieces. That's how powerful Mars is. And if you are doing it, Mars will bring everything on service, and your reputation can get ruined. So it goes both ways. We can always not be a recipient. Okay, all the very best. Have a great, wonderful month. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. Many people ask that how to contact, and my team is saying, sir, every comment we are writing, it is you, please say. I was like, okay, I will say 403-493-1180. That's why this big number is there. You can just go on the WhatsApp, click, and then come, and then we will move forward with all your questions and queries and details. All the very best. Thank you. 20th of September, Rohitji starting new Hindi classes. All the details are on the screen. And moving on to Cancer, Karka. Now, October 3rd is when the beginning of the month, Mercury will enter into the sign of Libra. Look at Mercury here. Mercury is the lord of the 12th house going to the 4th house. Mercury is, if you see Mercury, the 3rd house lord going to the 4th house, is also in progression. Now, many Mercury people may be traveling. Whenever 12th house lord goes to the 4th house, it is traveling yoga. You may be traveling, you may be meeting your mother. There can be possibility of, spending some money in your home, some construction, some renovations. All these things may be in action. 4th house, Mercury, and 3rd house is where Venus will transit into the sign of Virgo. Now, this is a Rashi Parivartana. See, Mercury has gone to the house of Venus, Venus has gone to the house of Mercury. It's a Rashi Parivartana, but Venus here becomes debilitated in the 3rd house. 3rd house is the house where we see how we want to put our self out, how we want to put our courage or show our actions. Now, don't show actions in luxury. That is what my suggestion is. Best to show actions in higher education. If you want to do any higher education, etc., show lot of courage there. but don't show anything when it comes to luxury spending on your siblings. Sometimes even short distance travel may get hampered here because of Venus, so some delays you can expect here. But on the other hand, if it is related to your spirituality, dharma, such a beautiful time for all the Cancer ascendant people. Spirituality, dharma, higher education, because Venus is putting an exalted aspect on the 9,000. Some things which were not possible will be possible now because of your destiny acting in your favor. Very, very beautiful placement of Venus. In an Upchaya house, in third house, Venus is not that strong. So you may have a little bit of challenges with your spouse if you're a female. Male, sorry. If you're a male, not female. Female will be seen from Jupiter. In fact, females will get a lot of power from their spouse. Sun becomes debilitated on the other hand. Sun is the lord of the second house, debilitated in the fourth house. Here we will see that any problems related to property or vehicles and government related issues can suddenly pop up. You want to be very careful about it. You don't want to make any kind of false, this, that problems which may create challenges for you. Somewhere Sun debilitated here puts an exalted aspect on the 10th house. There can be great opportunities in the workplace. Such a positive placement of this on the workplace area. So home area, we may feel a little bit of uncomfortable in government matters. When it comes to your 10th house, you will see very power in the career area, and especially because of 10th house aspect of Sun, power also comes from your workplace. Maybe someone from your workplace may help you solve the problems in your home. So that's very, very beautiful. Jupiter will come to the ascendant in the Lagna in an Atichari movement. In 5 months, it has May, June, July, August, September, October. 5, 6 months, see, it has come here, such a power, zoom. And now it is putting an aspect, completely change aspect on your 5th house, 7th house, 9th house. Get ready for new proposals, romances, get ready for new commitments, and also for new jobs. Because see the positivity of Jupiter and now Venus aspecting together on your 9th house, your destiny will be at complete peak. And because the second house lord is looking in an exalted manner on the 10th house, such a detailed, see, layer in layer in layer, there can be possibility that this destiny may manifest in your workplace. By chance, 1%, if you're going through any Rahu Mahadasha, Ketu or Ketu Mahadasha, in such cases, there may be some ups and downs, but otherwise, if not, then it is very, very amazing. For Rahu Ketu, it's a very important placement right now, because Rahu will try to transform so many things, and very soon we will enter into Satabisha. So we have to do a lot of remedies because Rahu becomes extremely powerful in the 8th house here in Satabisha. Mercury enters into Scorpio here. Now, Mercury is the 12th house lord in the 5th house. Those who are thinking of education in a foreign country, those who are thinking of short distance travel to a foreign country for doing some courses, XYZ, you will hear some good news as well. And 5th house is a very beautiful placement for Mercury to be. It is looking at the 11th house, so some gains from your stock share market is also seen. So all the very best during this time. Great time for skill development, education, startups. Very, very beautiful. If you're going through Mercury Mahadasha Antardasha. And then Mars will enter into Scorpio 27th of October, making it more powerful. I always tell Mars is a yoga karka here, sitting in the 5th house, looking at the 8th house, 11th house, and 12th house means sudden gains. This gain can be in way of lottery, in gains of jobs, from your social circle, from foreign countries, but some sudden gains are seen. All the very best. Have a great time. Many people have been asking how to contact. I would again say that there's a WhatsApp link 40349311188 in the description. You don't even have to put it. There's a link you click and you will directly come on the WhatsApp and then we can talk. All the very best. Thank you so much. Take care. 20th September onwards, Rohiji starting astrology classes, beautiful astrology course, 1-year course. All the very best for all the people in Hindi. It is supposed to be starting, so take the best advantage of this. Now, Leo rising, you will see here that Mercury is entering into the sign of Libra. Now, when you talk about Mercury, Mercury is a very, very damn important planet in your chart. The ruler of wealth, the ruler of gains, the ruler of speech, the ruler of family, the ruler of social place and whatnot, and entering into the 3rd house. Very beautiful for those people who are in social media, in anything that has to do with, social presence. You will see that power in social media happens for you. in your social circle, in your neighborhood, with your siblings, some very great bonding, great power will be seen. Also, gains from siblings is seen here. Venus, on the other hand, will enter into the sign of Virgo. Now, see, there is one beautiful thing happening here. Rashi Parivartana Yoga. Rashi Parivartana Yoga between Venus and between Mercury. So, debilitated Venus does not be that powerfully strong for us. It is going to be a benefic Venus for us. But only thing is that this is not the right time to spend from your bank account on luxury. If you choose to spend on luxury, it will be a disaster during this time. It is better to make a small graph about luxury and necessity. Necessity, yes, it's important. We have to do it. Luxury, something that we can survive without. We have to make sure that we cancel that product from our life. Now, because Venus is in the second house and the house of money, and here it is also the house of family. So some family money, family dispute related to money can also show up. Venus looking at the 8th house, inheritance wise, if there is anything, any war going on, if you're going through Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Sukshma, Pranadasha, then you are winning this war. So overall, it's a powerful placement only, but still we have to be very careful when it comes to impulsive spending on something which is not required. You may say, "Oh, let's buy it, let's swipe the credit card." Later, it will be very difficult for you. You will say, "Why the hell did we do this?" I have one of a client, Rohitji, and he has this placement, and he was going through the Venus debilitated in the second house. Extremely wealthy, like wealthy. You can't even imagine that wealthy, Rohitji, that wealthy. And he was supposed to buy some in the Venus, in the Sun Mahadasha, Venus Antardasha. I told him, in this Venus Antardasha, don't buy anything. Otherwise, it will come into your neck. You will neither be able to, enjoy it, neither be able to, what you say. So, anyways, cut long story short, he bought a what is it called? You will not understand here in this country because no one buys. It's a small investment of a small boats. So what happens is that it's called a small yacht. In India, they don't buy, but in foreign countries, they buy small yacht, luxury yachts. He bought a luxury yacht, and that yacht completely got vanished only. No one knows where it is. It is completely stolen. No one knows where it is gone. So see, problem happened. I sold you. Now you have to pay. He used to pay all the EMI and whatever it is. It was a very good, like almost $500,000 of investment. Now he has to pay the EMIs and everything. But see, he couldn't enjoy the product at all. He got it. He couldn't enjoy it. So this is the kind of placement that is happening here. Now later we will see that Sun is also getting debilitated. Lagna not in the third house. Be quiet. Don't try to convince people. Don't try to show action in wrong places. Be quiet. Patience is the key here. Better time for higher education. Looking at the ninth house. Guruji, I have hired one small Panditji. What not small Panditji, my Panditji, he will come home and he will teach me how to do a Havan, how to start a Havan, how to put the because my son is debilitated, getting debilitated. So it is looking at the ninth house. So I'll make sure that how to do the Havan, how to do the practice, how to start Havan. Because see, after the Havan, we have to do the mantra chanting, mantra jap, and put the ahuti. How to start and how to end is the most important thing. So that is what I'm going to learn. So here it is a time of higher learning. My higher learning is this. Anyone's higher learning can be something different. Higher learning, taking short distance travel may be a little bit of disruptive. So after 17th of August, don't try to travel somewhere. It can be some challenge in that place. But Lagna Lord in the third house is also an indicator of taking unnecessary strong actions against people or against your neighbors or against your siblings. Try to avoid any disputes like that. The best thing that is happening with the Viprit Raj Yoga, and two Viprit Raj Yogas will be activated on the same time, which is a very Maha Raja Yoga. The 8th house Lord in the 12th house and the 6th house Lord in the 8th house. It's a Maha Viprit Raj Yoga. Plus, on top of that, Jupiter is exalted. Some very great news from a foreign country is happening. It's exactly Jupiter aspecting your fourth house. Progress in some real estate, aspecting your sixth house, some great possibility of workplace, and it is going to absolutely control your Saturn in the 8th house. So sudden ups and downs, some slow things related to property, inheritance, gains from your spouse, from your in-laws. It will initiate the process very, very fast. Such a powerful placement. I'm just in love with this placement. For this Jupiter, many people who have been expecting foreign settlement, this is the time that suddenly things will come. You say, oh my God, I never expected this to happen. We will do a very, very great long video on this because it's not a small thing that I can say in 3 lines that this is going to be good or bad. It's very detailed. We'll do that. For that, do subscribe, otherwise you will miss it. Mercury enters into the fourth house now, which is such a powerful placement of Mercury. The 11th house Lord in the fourth house, second house Lord in the fourth house. You may gain from your fixed asset. Some big gains related to property is coming your way. Sometimes this gain can be also seen when it comes to what we say, when it comes to your from your home, from your mother. If there is anything from your mother that is supposed to be coming, absolutely yes. Roji, I was reading the Navgraha Purana, and here it says the most loved planet by Moon is Jupiter, is Mercury. Mercury considers Moon enemy, but Moon can give his life for Mercury. That is how powerful the relationship between both of them are there. And the fourth house is the place where Moon and Venus gets a lot of directional strength. Here, Mercury comes and gains a lot because as soon as it comes here, Moon is like, give him everything what is required. So it's a very beautiful place. If you're going to Mercury Mahadasha Antardasha Pratyantar, you will see that such beautiful news related to your home, your house is you're going to see here. Mars also enters into Scorpio. Now the Yoga Karka is in Kendra, looking at the Kendra houses. See, looking at the 7th house, looking at the 10th house, looking at the 11th house. Expect some very great gains in your workplace, in your partnerships, in your social circles. Something very, very great. Those who are going through Mars Mahadashanta Dasha, jackpot for you guys. Property is going to come somewhere. There's some property you will buy or invest or reconstruct or do something related to renovations or something is coming up. Let's hope for the best. That how shifting, just rental shifting from one place to another, which will be very lucky for you during this time as well. So all the very best. Superb. So happy. Finally. Even with Sun being debilitated, I am more happy than anything else. Because see, Jupiter is now looking at the 5th house, where the at the 4th house, where the 4th house Lord is coming with the 2nd house Lord, fixed assets, Mars, property. Jupiter is looking at the 6th house, problems related to workplace, all the delays, challenges are gone. It is looking at the 8th house, sudden ups and downs, bad habit, journeys, losses that were going on, enemies, sorrow, fear, everything goes off because Jupiter is saying, I am giving you strength here, don't worry, my house. Very powerful placements of, very good. Many people have been asking how to contact. There is a simple way. There is a link in the description, 403493118. You just click on it and you will come on WhatsApp. You don't even have to put this number because it's an international number. So all the very best. Take care. Thank you. See you and Rohit ji starting 28th of September onwards. Beautiful classes. For that, everyone is welcome to join. Thank you. Virgo rising. Now your Lagna Lord enters into the sign of Libra. Now look at this placement of your Lagna Lord, 2nd house. Lagna Lord goes to the 2nd house. What a powerful placement. All the effort that you have done, all the hard work that you have been doing is not going waste. Jupiter is aspecting this house. Immediate results. Jupiter is so powerful, high degree aspect. You will get immediate results of your after this transit when Mercury comes to second. If you're going through Mercury Mahadasha Antardasha, immediate results in your workplace, especially related to money. If money has been held, if there are no bonuses, if there is no job also, your status increases. You get a job here. And if you get a job, you give me party also, okay? So very, very powerful placement of Mercury in the 2nd house. Your speech becomes very magnetic, powerful. People, you attract people towards you. Interviews, you may be cleared like this. On top of that, Venus becomes debilitated here, which is not a bad news for you, which is the good news for you. Because there is a Rashi Parivartana between 1st and 2nd house Lord. This is a Raja Yoga. Rashi Parivartana between 2nd and the 1st house Lord. So much strength Venus gets here, guys, in the ascendant. Jupiter and Mercury has directional strength here. Venus is a very good friend of Mercury. Mercury is in the dispositor of this house is in the house of Venus. Venus gets such a powerful placement in this debilitation also that yes. One thing we have to be careful about Venus qualities. We don't want to do any beauty changes on a Botox on our face, this, that, hair transplant and whatnot during this period. Avoid when Venus is debilitated. Anything that has to do with your, you may feel a little bit of feeling under groomed. That is what can happen. But very powerful when it comes to wealth generation, especially from your partnership. Look at Venus putting an exalted aspect on your seventh house. What a beautiful aspect of Venus. Those who are in love, those who are thinking of getting into commitment, those who are family wants to meet each other. This is the right time to take action. In Venus debilitation is your right. Very powerful. Very, very amazing. Ninth house lord debilitated can create some challenges when you're trying to do higher learning education wise, but that is because of your laziness, I can say, or maybe sometimes because of any pattern of devotion that you're doing, some mala jap or you're doing some mantra chanting. It may be delayed or you may not be interested right now because of Venus debilitated, because your dharma lord is debilitated in the house of dharma. That is what it is. But it is very good for artha desires, artha, money, desires, everything is very good. Those things are also be taken care of. So make sure that you put a little bit of more focus on relationships, partnerships, agreements, new jobs, new work. Very beautiful. Sun here, 12th house lord gets debilitated in the second house. So two debilitated planets now. Now, why this is so good? Because the 12th house lord is the lord that creates problems for you, expenditure for you, losses for you. It is debilitated, it is not no power. So what will it do? It will stop all the problems related to money loss. Yes, but there is a different scenario to it. The scenario is about your status. Second house is the status for you. Here it can create some challenges in the status. Sun can feel little bit of harmed. Sun and Mars together here in this house in different nakshatras, apart from each other, but it can 10 days it will be together in the same zodiac. Fire speech, fear speech. Somewhere not a very, very great placement. Sun. Fire speech, because of speaking, because of saying something harsh, you can harm yourself or harm your reputation. Losses to your reputation can happen. But expenses wise, no, we are not in any challenges now. Expenses wise, everything is going to cut down for us. The best thing to do during this time when Sun is debilitated, and if you're going through Sun Mahadasha Antardasha, to do extra research before taking any action. Sun is looking at the 8th house. Look at the powerful aspect of Sun, exalted aspect. It will make sure that in the area of longevity, if you're health wise feeling very bad, it will give you some great remedial measure or maybe some diagnosis which may improve your longevity. In this chart, longevity is completely in the hands of Mars. Mars is the lord of the 8th house and 8th from the 8th, the third house. It's absolutely everything is in the house of Mars, hands of Mars. So the more you will be away from fiery things, the more better it is. Later, the event that everyone has been waiting for. In fact, I'm so excited for one of my very best friend who has Virgo rising and his Jupiter Mahadasha is going on. Jupiter coming to the 11th house in an exalted manner, the Kendra Lord in the 11th house, exalted, looking at the third house, looking at the 5th house, looking at the 7th house. What a beautiful placement, especially for those who are single. Oh, some beautiful fifth and seventh aspect of seventh and ninth aspect of Jupiter will be so good for you, so wonderful for you. Your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, everything may come together. Such a powerful placement of Jupiter. Whole scenario of Jupiter Mahadasha, Jupiter Antardasha, Pratyantardasha will manifest things like quickly. Something that was supposed to be happening in 9 months, like a childbirth, can happen in 7 months. I know it's very bad, but I'm just saying that something very quick, because if Jupiter is looking at the fifth house, we want to be very careful if you're going through Rahu Mahadasha, Jupiter Antardasha, Jupiter Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha, because sudden events can happen because of them. Roji, what a beautiful news I read today. An African doctor um, removed the baby from the mother's womb at 7 months, treated the treated tumor, and put it back again in the womb again. And it delivered after the 9 months mark, and it was absolutely fine then. Just imagine the karma of that doctor, or the karma that the child is born, that before birth only he got his medical attention. God is so powerful, Rohiji. Anything he can do. Just read it. Just write African doctor, childbirth. You will get the whole story. In the morning only in the flight I was reading. I'm like, my God, I I wish I could get the birth details of the child to see what Mahadasha before his birth caused this to happen. This is a research point. For Jupiter, we are making a big video, so do subscribe so that you do not miss it. Later, we will see that Mercury enters into Scorpio, into a water sign, into the third house. Your emotions will be too high, your communication will be like water, and you will see that here Mercury is the Lagna Lord in the third house. So we want to be making sure overcommitment should not happen. This is a house of communication. Mercury is the Lord of communication, but here because it is in a water sign, you may not be constant. It may all be changing all the time, so it can be a lot of ups and downs in communication. Also with your siblings, we can see some kind of differences can happen. Sorry for this, but this is how it is supposed to be. Jupiter is putting a direct aspect here, the fifth aspect, which can be positive, but expansion, sometimes your wrong communication starts and expands for a very long time, is also possible. So both good and bad depending on your Mahadasha. But overall, great time for taking short distance travel. Also great time for starting something new, like learning something new. With Mars, who is the lord of the eighth house, coming to the third house, this also says that a lot of ups and downs that were happening in your life, especially in the terms of longevity, some health problems you have got which is not repairable, not, you will see that positive news is coming there. Something very, very positive is coming. You may be able to cope up with your health problems very nicely. Some problem can come in the shoulder, because see, this is a water sign, so your fluid imbalance in the shoulders can happen. There can be problem in the neck, cervical issues. You may already start facing it right now. Back pain, lower back pain is possible. Ear ringing, everything is because of Mars. The best way to do is use the red sandalwood as the tilaka on your pineal gland, or even in the, if ear is problem, then put here. If neck is problem, put some red sandalwood here. The Mars energy becomes very powerful, very nice here. Red sandalwood, mix in water and make a small paste and put it. It's going to shant the area. Lucy, have you wondered why Pandit and all put the chandan powder here? Do you know about it?
Chandan
Chandan,
powder, yeah.
yeah.
There are so many theories. Only one I know. This is, Chandan is cool and calm and it provides this thing. But I listened one very interesting fact about this. The person who daily puts Chandan on his forehead or on her forehead, that person, by his or her intuition, before the death, 6 months, he come to know about that.
Okay.
This is a logic I listened somewhere.
So there is white chandan, there is red chandan, there is all different kind of
Different
chandans.
colors, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, here, so there is no green chandan. In it's every ascendant wise we can give chandan to them. But here what happens is that chandan, the normal chandan, the normal yellow chandan, we put one drop of basil. Basil is the tulsi, or we just crush it with tulsi and then put it. This is for Virgo ascendant people, the chandan for their head. So every ascendant can put chandan. So Aries ascendant can put red sandalwood. Second is Taurus, they can put white sandalwood. Third is Gemini, they will have to use sandalwood, normal sandalwood, white sandalwood, or put little bit of tulsi into it. Tulsi means basil. That will exactly make it more powerful with Mercury, the chandan. That will start acting for them. So every ascendant can have different kind of chandans. This has come for them. Anyways, moving forward, when we talk about Mars in Scorpio, now you have to be very careful about this time because of the health I told you. On the other hand, Mars is also a planet that represents siblings. So this time, Mercury and Mars, if there is any disputes, any problems in the siblings area, start working on it. You will see that things are resolving for you. All the very best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description because everyone is asking how to contact. It is 403-493-1188 WhatsApp link in the description. So you can go there, talk, and then we can talk about your chart also in detail. All the very best. Thank you so much. Take care. 20th September onwards, you will see Rohiji starting beautiful astrology classes. For that also, everyone is welcome. See you on the other side. Thank you so much. Let's move to Libra ascendant, one of the most best ascendants in the world. So the best thing is, Rohiji, that the action begins in the ascendant only, where Mercury enters into the sign of Libra. Now Mercury is the 12th house lord as well as the 9th house lord. So coming into the ascendant means that Actually, there is a very good thing happening between 3rd and 9th, that Venus is also going to transit, so we will talk about it. But Mercury coming into the ascendant is a very positive sign for you. 9th house Lord 5th from itself, 12th house Lord 2nd from itself. It means that gains from foreign countries, some sudden gains from foreign countries can be seen. It can be also possible that you will see possible travel to foreign countries. If you are in any Venus Mahadasha or Mercury Antardasha or Mercury Mahadasha, Venus Antardasha, there can be sudden travels that can be coming. Now, Mercury in the first house may want you to feel like a child again. That is what the personality of Mercury is. Mercury wants to always be, is a young planet. So it will try to make you feel very young and whatnot. For that, many people, and especially Libra ascendant people, because beauty and everything is a top priority for them, can get into some kind of Botox or any kind of things like that. We have to avoid such situation, because the ascendant lord is getting in the 12th house and getting debilitated. There is a Rashi Parivartana now. It is a exchange of houses between Mercury and Venus. But this time is not a very great time for any physical changes, especially to look young, this, that, whatnot. Any products that you're trying new and all, be very careful. Male and female both. For male, hair transplant and any other different procedures should be avoided. Good time for travel, because the Lagna Lord has gone to the 12th house and got debilitated. It may create sudden travels. Earlier, this placement was very bad. People say, my son is traveling, this, that, or now everyone is happy that, oh, my children are traveling to foreign country, this, that, whatnot. So it's a very good time for you to travel. Health wise, some great news related to health also we see, because see, 8th house Lord is going to the 12th house, making a Viparit Rajyog and putting an exalted aspect on the 6th house also. So diseases wise, health wise, if you're fighting from some terminal illness, critical illnesses, we will find some relief there. Thank you to one of the best countries that has released the cancer vaccine, Ruiji, from Russia. So they have done some nice clinical trials. I was reading about it, and very soon it will be available. Basically, the whole funda is to bring down America's pharmaceutical market, because they have been, cancer medicines and everything were existing, I guess, but they have been doing it so that they have not been releasing it so that the pharmaceutical market gains from it. Now here they are making sure that it's available for free, so that the pharmaceutical market related to this cancer goes down. So it's a very noble approach by them, by the country Russia. Very happy about it. Anyways, and that too free. Luigi, how is it possible? They're giving it free, subsidy. Now here, on the other hand, Venus enters into Virgo. So here, looking at the 6th house, any debt-related problems, money-wise, any challenges coming, you will see that a lot of positivity is there, and you may be feeling very much happy here. One thing, in the workplace, if politics was a very big challenge, you will see that that is also going to go away from your life. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing placement. Later, Surya will become debilitated. Now here, if you look at Surya, the 11th house Lord getting debilitated into the Lagna, good and bad things I will tell you. It's a good time for relationship, partnership, getting into new contracts, but it's a bad time to argue or challenge or fight in a social platform, on a social circle. These are the two good and bad things of Sun here. 11th house Lord getting debilitated and 11th house is Ketu. You may find a lot of detached from your social circle, may fight with someone, get into argument, and that can work against you. On the other hand, use this energy of the exalted aspect of Sun in the 7th house. Take this opportunity to get into new partnerships, business partnerships, getting into closure of your enemies, court cases. These are the things that you should be worried about. 11th house Lord putting an exalted aspect on the 7th house means also giving you some gains or some pada prapati, getting some designation. So rather than fighting for some stupid reasons, let's focus on progress. Okay. Later, the biggest thing that is happening is in the Kendra, the Lord of the 3rd house, the Lord of your communication is coming and becoming exalted here. The Lord of the 6th house, that is the house related to your workplace, is coming to your actual profession and getting exalted. Karma. Also, you have to start undoing a lot of things related to the 10th house. 10th house is not your office. Office is 6th house. 10th house is the karma that you do overall in your life. Every karma of your life. For marriage, 7th and 10th house has to be very much active. For children, 5th house and 10th house has to be active. For education, 9th house and 10th house to be active. 5th house and 10th house to be active. For anything that you're doing, 10th house is the major important house. Do not forget this ever. Jupiter here is a very benefic in exaltation. Make sure that every karma related to your, either your work, every area of your life is now enlightened, is now having illumination. You will see power there. Expansion in all these areas, especially your wealth, especially your 4th house being your home environment, and also your 6th house workplace. Everywhere you will find power. Especially this Saturn in the workplace, things were slow and not working in your favor. Jupiter putting the 9th aspect on Saturn will be so powerful, I can't even explain. Such a beautiful placement of Jupiter. A very big video, large scale video is coming for this. So do subscribe, otherwise you'll miss it, because we will see that how the nakshatra also acts here. What are the more possible? It's a water sign, Cancer, right? Now, how it is going to be, how emotionally it is going to be there. So many things we'll talk about. How is Jupiter going to react in the sign of Moon when Moon comes and joins here, making a beautiful, what do you say, Gaj Kesri Yoga, because it's Kendra for you. So we'll talk about all this. Later, Mercury will enter into Scorpio. Now look at Mercury is the Maraka, 7th house lord, 2nd house lord. Sorry, it's a Maraka Stan. Mars is the Maraka here, sorry. Mars will also enter, that's why, let's put Mars here and then do collective result about this. Mars is a Maraka, 2nd house lord, coming to the 2nd house with Mercury. Mercury, if you see here, is a 12th house lord. It may be challenges sometimes related to dental problems, related to problems. See, I know Jupiter as well as Venus are both looking at the 6th house, making sure that that is, completely protected in the area related to your diseases for fight. Two benefits are looking at that house, but you understand 7th house lord is in the 2nd house with the 12th house lord. It can create sudden problems related to health as well. If you're going through Mercury Mahadasha or if you're going through Mars Mahadasha Antardasha, then sudden problems can happen. So very extremely careful about your health, dental health, mouth. Not a very good time to eat too hot food. Mercury is related to herbal remedies. Better to do a lot of herbal remedies for your health. All planets will keep transiting, but everything finally depends on the Mahadasha, Antardasha, and also a lot of other different things. Mahadasha, Antardasha are supposed to be the major, especially Pratyantar Dasha, which I have seen, will give you exact results. All the very best. Take care. Have a great month. We'll see you next month with more exciting news. Many people have been asking how to contact, and I think you guys know. It's in the description, WhatsApp link, so you can contact there. And 20th of September onwards, astrology classes are starting. For this also, Rohit is starting in Hindi. So for that, everyone can join. Scorpio rising. Now here Mercury is entering into the sign of Libra. Look at Mercury here. Mercury is the 8th house lord going to the 12th house, making a Viprit Raj Yoga. On top of that, if you see Mercury, it is also the house of 11th house lord going to the 12th house. So some gains in a foreign country, sudden ups and downs that were happening in your life may now find an actual closure. Venus enters into Virgo. Now look at Venus here. Venus is the lord of the 12th house and Mercury is the lord of the 11th house. There is a Rashi Parivartana Yoga here. And this Rashi Parivartana can create such positive impact in your life. Gains in a foreign country, big losses that were supposed to happen, someone from your social circle may come and stop you to make sure that losses does not happen for you. Your luck will be at a very, very powerful placement here because Venus is also looking at the 5th house now with an exalted aspect. If you have slowed down in the area related to stock market gains, you will see that power is coming. Progeny, if you're thinking of childbirth, absolutely get for it. If you're thinking of money that is supposed to come from a partnership, why not? 5th house, speculative gains are going to come to you. There is a lot of protection. Only thing, Venus in the 11th house, somewhere try to avoid any social relationships or any partnerships in a social circle right now because it may create some misunderstanding there. It is better to take advice from people rather to put them on board during this time. Sun is entering into Libra. Now, Sun is the Lord of the 10th house going to the 12th house. Sorry to say this, but those who are going through Sun Mahadasha Antardasha or Rahu Mahadasha Antardasha with Sun in Pratyantar Dasha or something like that, they may have a very challenging time related to their work. Especially 10th house Lord in the 12th house means loss of work, loss of karma, some problems. Secondly, it can also say that because of work, you may travel abroad. But this is another good news that competition wise, if you are no not having a job and if now a interview comes and stuff like that, there is a possibility to land up in a job very quickly because of Sun aspecting the sixth house with an exalted aspect, with Mars aspecting its own sign, making a Viprit Rajyog. So there are two possible powerful associations here which can create you victorious in competition. So all the very best. Health wise, you have to be very careful. See, all are looking here in the what do you say, eighth house. Everyone is looking here, so we want to be very extremely careful when it comes to health. Sixth house is not good for health. Now the best thing that happens is with Jupiter. Jupiter is going to enter into the sign of Cancer. Now look at the beautiful placement of Jupiter. So Jupiter is the second and the fifth house lord. Such a powerful, it is related to wealth. Those people who have been suffering for a very long time, and especially related to wealth, you will see major transformation in your life. And that is because your destiny will be so active. Things will be so quick. If there is equity wise wealth that is supposed to come, if there is family wise wealth that is supposed to come, if it is career wise wealth that is supposed to come. See, career all depends on Sun also. So you cannot say only Jupiter, because if Sun is not in very favorable position in your chart, or right now you're going through Rahu Mahadasha and Sun Antardasha or Ketu Mahadasha, then there is a challenge. Then I cannot guarantee. But here, Jupiter will still try to protect you. उसका सबसे बड़ा, the best reason about it is that because Jupiter is looking with the ninth aspect on the fifth house of speculative gains of money of Mahalakshmi. So it is making combination right now with your ascendant, with your third house, and with your ninth house. That means it is making proper combination between ninth house, first house, and fifth house. All the three dharma trikonas. Past life, past deeds are going to get answered now. You have done so much hard work, right? In the past, no results. Now this is the time that answers will come. And quickly you will say, oh my God, how did this everything turned out to be so well? It's because of Jupiter. Very powerful. Very big video on Jupiter we are going to make. In this, I cannot cover every point because nakshatra, this, that, whatnot, the combinations, superb time for every Scorpio ascendant people. Mercury enters into Scorpio, gets in direct aspect of Jupiter as well. But here, the 11th house lord is in the ascendant. Some gains because of your personality, because of your attitude, because of your communication skills. You may try to want to feel young during this time. That is good. No problem about it. But we want to be very careful not to do any kind of Botox, this, that, whatnot, because the problem is the 12th house lord is also debilitated. Maraka is debilitated right now, so we don't want to do any kind of medical procedures if that is how you want to take it. Mercury in water sign like Scorpio can also make you feeling emotionally very, very challenged. But here comes the powerful Mars. This is the planet, the Lagna Lord, that takes harsh decisions, even in emotional pattern. So you are getting a lot of strength of Mars also here as well. Very good time for research, not a good time for fighting with your partners, because the seventh house lord is already debilitated, and on top of that, Mars will look at the seventh house, so it will be a very heat. The house Taurus will be completely like fire burning, so we don't want to get into any heated arguments during this time. That is my primary suggestion to you guys. Overall, for wealth wise, Jupiter alone will take every action of yours. Career wise, I told you, if Sun Mahadasha is going on, then we may face some challenges. But because it is looking at the sixth house, your possibility of getting victory in a competition or is very good. So there can be sudden changes in the workplace, which is good. So take it how it comes. That is my suggestion. All the very best. We will see you next month. But before that, so many transit videos are coming. So be aligned with it. Thank you. All the best. 20th of September onwards, we are doing astrology classes. Rohit ji starting in Hindi. So for all that, all the screen is on, all the details on the screen, and you can join here. This is the last time I think we can promote because Rohit ji, it's full, right? All done, right? So yeah, very good. Sagittarius. Now here, Mercury enters into the sign of Libra. It is in the 11th house now. Mercury is the Kendra Lord. Getting into 11th house gives you immense pleasure and social gains. There is possibility of getting some higher gains from money, even gains of new friends, which may be excellent for you. Roji, one more positive thing that is happening is that when the Lord of the 10th house goes to the 11th house, suddenly in workplace there is some kind of upliftment that you get. Sometimes promotions, sometimes in the same organization, maybe you get a recognition in, or maybe some new job. So those who are in Mercury Mahadasha or Venus Mahadasha Antardasha right now, from 3rd of October till 9th of October, try very hard for new jobs, or talk to your bosses about promotion, this that. There can be possibility of upliftment in your career here. Later, Venus enters into Virgo, becomes debilitated. We don't want to be very sad about this, because there is a exchange between the exchange between the 11th and the 10th house lord. It's a Raja Yoga. Even with Venus debilitated, it starts giving you very good results here. Only in the workplace, don't try to show too much luxury spending, and because they will say, how the hell is he doing all this? Try to be as down as, even if you get a promotion during this time, don't publicize, give parties, this, that. Shant, relax. Let Venus go to its own sign, then do whatever you want. Otherwise, it's something is called Nazara, right? The evil eye that comes on you. People say, Acha, he has a lot of money, this, that, whatnot. Evil eye comes on you that, oh my God, now you have to suffer. Later, Oji, you will see that. One more thing before I conclude it. Really, Venus is looking at the 4th house now, and it is an exalted aspect. If you're going through Venus Mahadasha Antardasha, there is a new karma that you should do, and that is related to your home. Do some small renovations in your home. Those who are trying to shift, or their contract is ending, this, that, whatnot, they should go into such places. So, this is what you should be doing during this time. Changing of a house, doing some kind of a renovation in the house. Surya also gets debilitated here. 9th house lord debilitated in the 11th house. Now, before 17th of October, social people will help you, this, that, whatnot. But after this, there will be a little bit of challenges that you may face. Now, challenges can happen, especially in the social circle. This is not a time to believe in new friends. This is not a time to do partnership with them. This is not the time to take, if you're in Sun Mahadasha Antardasha, this is not the time to take any government related, bail out your friends right now. This, some friend drink and drive, he got caught. You say, okay, I will go and bail him out. No, that is not the kind of situation that you should do here right now. I know it is very sad, but what can we do? Sun in this position can put you into long-term trouble related to government. I have such cases. Every day I get cases like that. Now, Sun here puts an exalted aspect on the 5th house. Gains from children, gains to children, romantic love life, etc. can become validated. That means you may be able to get into a situation where 7th house lord and the what you say 5th house lord are together as well. So there can be possibility of more of regulation now put be around your romance. That means you can now get into an engagement kind of a detail or engagement kind of a thing. So let's hope for the very, very best. Sun is also looking at the 5th house in an exalted manner. So status of your children increases, your status in the portfolio in the stock market also increases. So that is something very good. One biggest transit that is happening for Sagittarius, Lagna Lord is going to the 8th house, getting exalted here. 8th house is not a very good place for what you say Jupiter, but it is a very good place right now in exaltation, in Atichari movement. Some great things related to diseases which you have been struggling for a long time, from great things related to fear that has been going from a long time. You will see that things are absolutely moving forward. You will see that bad habits or challenges related to health are also taken care of. Foreign travel, biggest thing, biggest challenge that you may be facing related to foreign travel. Applying for visa, nothing is happening. Applying for visa, nothing is happening. Here, Jupiter is going to change the aspects also. So looking at this 12th house, 2nd house, 4th house is where the aspects comes here. And 4th aspect, it is putting on its own sign and where Saturn is placed. So a lot of movement related to travel, journeys is going to happen for you. All the very, very best. I'm so happy. So this, for this, Jupiter is looking at the second house, and then with the seventh aspect, lot of money is going. It is a debilitated aspect, Roji, but balance, the wealth, the balance in the wealth also happens for them. Money from investments that you have done in the past now mature, and you make multiple folds of money through that. So a lot of good things are seen. Let's hope for the very best here, Rohitji, during this time in Sagittarius. I will make a complete larger, long video on this. So, you guys have to wait so that you cannot, you will get more details about this kind of a placement. All the very best. Mercury is the seventh house lord, goes to the 12th house. Also, 10th house lord goes to the 12th house. There can be travel either with a partner for partnership reasons. There can be possibility of even getting into some kind of a, foreign related contract or an association. So keep trying very best. In fact, Mars also goes here in the 12th house. Look at Mars here, Rohitji. 12th house lord only. It's also fifth house lord. It's a very benefic planet, not very bad planet. But expenses related to children, expenses for your, on some dharmic activities, some dharma related activities. Maybe you're doing some puja, some aradhana, or some spiritual retreat is what you're doing. I suggest a very good time when Mars and Mercury are together in the water sign to remove all the water related problems from your body. That is to do panchakarma. It's an Ayurvedic practice. If you go to an Ayurvedic center, they will help you to understand what is panchakarma. Do that and you will feel much better during this time. All the very best. Have a great month. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. People have asking how to contact. So go down in the description. Just click on the link. You will come on WhatsApp and you can contact. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. 20th of September onwards, Rohiji starting astrology classes, which is full right now. There is one-to-one also. So you can do whatever you want, because we are not going to be promoting it too much, because what happened is that Garima was saying in the group chat, she was saying that we got so much of this that we have to then finally say no to many people. So that's what it is. All the very best. Those last chance, take the advantage of it. Thank you. For Capricorn ascendant, Rohiji, Mercury is entering into the sign of Libra. Now, when we look at Mercury here, Mercury is the 6th house lord going into the 10th house. Workplace politics comes to a rest. Enemies in the workplace will try to, those people who were trying to be your enemies, now they will not be able to do any harm to you. Communication in the workplace comes. Something, Rohiji, one more very positive thing here is your destiny lord, 9th house lord in the 10th house. Now, a the biggest Raja Yoga that is possible in any birth chart is going to happen on 9th of October for Capricorn ascendant people. The 10th house lord in the 9th house, the 9th house lord in the 10th house. This is the biggest Raja Yoga that any birth chart can happen. This gives international fame, sometimes international travel also. You have to be in the Mahadasha of either Mercury or either Venus to receive this powerful, yoga, powerful yoga. Even with Venus become debilitated here, it does not make any difference, because it is so powerful with this Rashi Parivartana that it gives great results. Those who are in higher education, those who are thinking of higher education, those who are thinking of changing their workplace, those who are thinking of changing their job or pattern or some implement new things, you may see a lot of power here. Very good, very good placement of Venus and Mercury here. Venus is in fact putting an exalted aspect on the 3rd house. Gains to younger siblings also happen here. Gains from younger siblings also happen here. Such a powerful placement of Venus. In debilitation also for you guys, it's Yoga Karka, so never ever underestimate Venus. Venus just becomes weak here. Weak in the sense it does not go with this energy of, Mercury, like being young, this, that, very impulsive. It goes with the energy of more of a Jnani. Jnani means someone who's too knowledgeable here. And here it does not have the power to express completely. That is what happens. All the very best. Superb timing for all the people. Let's hope for the best. Sun enters into Libra. Now here, this is good news. 8th house lord is completely debilitated. That means no ups and downs in your career. So career-wise, we are going up only. So something very positive is coming in the career. In fact, Sun is looking at the with the aspect on the 10th house, on the 4th house with an exalted aspect. So this is great news. Sun putting an exalted aspect on the 4th house. That means in your home, in your inner peace is going to get restored. In the workplace, you may have a little bit of rift or sometimes argument with your seniors, or with your what you say, with your uh, managers. Fifth house is the house that represents your juniors, and ninth house is the house that represents your seniors. And where ninth house, we see the 10th house lord is debilitated. So we may have some misunderstanding with the seniors. And what can happen, Rohiji, is because two fire planets are sitting here, Sun and Mars, it can be very much faced with talk argument. So that is what should be avoided. You have to be in proper Mahadasha to get into manifest such things. If you're not in this Mahadasha, then nothing will happen. But still, back of the mind, we have to be careful because Pratyantar Dasha, Sukshma Dasha, and Prana Dasha, Pala Dasha, everything is going on collectively. So somewhere 3 hours, sun is very active. You get that 3 hours will ruin everything. So we want to be calm. Whenever we are taking any harsh actions in the workplace, we say, oh, stop, relax. Okay. Now let's come to one powerful placement of Jupiter, who is the 12th house lord and who is the third house lord. Not a very great planet for Capricorn ascendant people, but comes in the Kendra, becomes exalted in Atichari movement, puts an aspect on the 11th house, Lagna, aspect on the third house. Such a powerful is controlling very big places here. New partnerships can happen, and this is the time you should collaborate with new people, because this Jupiter is just showing you a small trailer for 1.5 months that how I am going to react when I'm going to enter into the real time next year. It is showing small trailer that how you can benefit from such powerful foreign associations, from short distance travel. It is saying that gains from social circles, because of you yourself, you will be in so much power. It's putting the seventh aspect on your lagna. So much power that you will say that, I can change my destiny myself. I don't need anyone else. And the effort that Saturn has come here and slowed down your effort, or feeling lazy, you give so much power to Saturn. One of the best placement of Jupiter for Capricorn ascendant people. I will tell, and we will do a video in detail about it, so that I'm not going to reveal everything right now. You have to subscribe and come back later to see the Jupiter video to get more details about it. Mercury. Now here, the Mercury, the 6th house lord, goes 6 from itself to the 11th house. Those people who are facing a lot of debt-related problems, that they cannot do debts, they cannot get debts, they cannot pay debts. They will see that possibility of that problem is solving for them. 6th house lord, 6 from itself. It removes all the obstacles here. Communication from your social circle. Maybe you get a new partner from your social life. That partner, because Jupiter is aspecting Mercury now. So it becomes very powerful in that scenario that you get proper guidance. Such a great placement of Mercury for this Scorpio. In Scorpio, the 9th house lord in the 11th house, your destiny, someone from your social circle will come and change your destiny. Either a friend, either a colleague, either your elder siblings. Let's hope for the best. Who comes here to change your destiny? Because something very powerful is changing for Capricorn ascendant people. With Mars also coming to the 11th house, this confirms that yes, 11th house is going to receive some very blessings. That is from your social circle, you're going to receive blessings. And that blessings is converting into gains. Now that gains be either money for you, that gains can be either knowledge for you, because knowledge lord is sitting in the 11th house. That gains is better health for you. That gains is getting rid of debts. That gain is getting debts. Let's hope that how this gains come for you. But gains are coming. Mark down your calendar. From 18th of October onwards, for next 1.5 months, you are in super position. Super duper position. All the very best. Have a great time. We will see you next month. But before that, so many transits are coming, and Jupiter transit we are releasing very soon. So please subscribe, otherwise you'll miss it. All the very best. Thank you. 20th of September, Rohiji starting astrology classes, 1-year course. It's almost full. Please join ASAP. Otherwise, you will miss the spot, and then later you will not get it, because we have been promoting for a very long time. Now I have been told to please stop because so many people are coming. I said, no, let's do last time also to understand how many people come. So Hindi classes, okay? All the best. Aquarius rising. Now Mercury is entering into the sign of Libra. So when we look at Mercury here, Mercury is a very important planet for you guys. See, it is fifth house and eighth house Lord. I told you every time I tell you, unless fifth house and eighth house do not have a relationship, you do not get lottery. And now this planet is coming into a progression here, getting aspected by Jupiter from the fifth house in the ninth house. So this lottery does not mean that you are playing a lotto max and you're getting lottery. This lottery means in every aspect of your life. May it be children, may it be education, may it be higher studies, may it be foreign travel. Things are going to open up for you. The blockage is ending. On the other hand, Venus is getting into debilitation in the sign of Virgo. No, Venus is getting into the sign of Virgo. And here, Mercury is in the sign of Libra. There is a Rashi Parivartana between 8th and ninth house. Again, a Rajyog. Whenever two houses away from each other have changes or exchange of planets, it becomes into Rajyog. This is not the biggest Rajyog. The biggest Rajyog is happening for Capricorn, but this is kind of a Rajyog. Only because the Dushtana element is there, the benefic in the Dushtana, this Rajyog is not that active. Out of 100%, we can say that 20% only it is active. But that 20% is also enough. Yoga Karka coming to the 8th house can suddenly give you rise in your social status, in your through your destiny, through visiting a foreign place, through meeting someone from a foreign place who can come and change your life altogether completely. So please keep your eyes open. But one thing happens here is that because Venus is the planet that rules your Kendra, fourth house, and coming here to the fifth from itself, be careful about scandals about with your colleagues and any kind of extramarital affairs, because it can clearly put your inner peace at risk. Amidst of all this, you are still gaining because of the aspect of Venus on the second house, and also after Sun transits here. Forget about Sun putting the aspect on the third house. Your courage, your power, everything will be at peak. In fact, you will see that your Maraka, seventh house Lord, is gone debilitated. Not a good time to do new partnerships or sign contracts, but very good time to show power and effort, because it is putting an aspect on the third house. It is showing that this is time to take action, time to communicate, time to say that exactly, but this is what I deserve. This is all mediocre transits. The transit that is happening is now happening in the sixth house for you. This is the transit of Jupiter in Atichari movement, very powerful, very speed movement. October 18th, it will come to the sixth house, get exalted. In fact, on terms of that, it will look at the 10th house, 12th house, and also the second house. This is the powerful. Look at two gurus. Jupiter looking at the second house with the ninth aspect, and Venus with the second aspect. Somewhere wealth wise, any blockages are there. Either you're not getting a loan, either you're not able to repay a loan, either there's no work, either there is problems in wealth. In some cases, you will see that you are going to be winners. Some very great news related to wealth is coming, and in your workplace, best time to look for an interview. Or if you're going through, I don't know what Mahadasha Antardasha you guys are going through, but depending on the Mahadasha and Antardasha, by chance of Mars and Jupiter, this is the blessing time for you. Moon and Jupiter, again, great time for you, because things will manifest when the planets will take such kind of a position. If by chance Jupiter is already exalted in your chart, you're not even going through Jupiter Mahadasha Antardasha, you will still see power. What a beautiful placement. For this, I'm going to be making a very big video to make you understand point by point that what Jupiter is going to do, what it did here, what is it going to do now, so that you get a clear picture about before and after, and you'll say, oh my God, let me plan this way. Now here, what happens is that Mercury, who's the lord of the fifth and the eighth house, sudden ups and downs, ups, remember, or not only downs, ups also, and the fifth house, blessing of Mahalakshmi, past karmas, is getting a direct aspect of Jupiter in the 10th house after its transit into Scorpio. What does this mean? This means that in the workplace, more strength added. And what about this 27th of October? Mars also goes here. More and more, when more and more strength happens for your karma, any karma that you want to do, it is going to add power here. Jupiter is adding power, giving power to Mercury, also giving power to Mars also. That okay, you know what? You guys just go crazy. I will handle you in the workplace. Foreign travel, thinking about taking another leap into a different country. Yes, absolutely. Why not? courage is active, your third house is active, short distance travel. I suggested one of my client, Roji, was in Bangalore. He told me, I want to go to foreign, I want to go to foreign. I said, go to, I, I did his astrocartography. I told him, go to Dubai. 1 month, you are in a period of getting a job. 1 week before, he called me, he said, sir, my whole 1 month is wasted. And, I am here and this and that and whatnot. I have not talked to him yet, but I received his message. Samantha told me, sir, in your Excel, I'm putting it, received his message. Sir, I received a job 3 days before I was supposed to be coming back to India. They are doing my Emirates ID, they are doing my this, that. I said, belief require astrology is patience. It cannot happen according to us. Planet, your always birth time is a little bit of up and down, right, Rohit? So it does not matter that sometimes you get today only. If I told that it is between 7th of September till 9th of September, you'll get. No, that is not how it works. It can be plus minus 30, 45 days also, depending on your birth time adjustment. But it will happen. If the planets are supposed to come, they will manifest it. And that happened. He's now happy. He said, now I will move he has a daughter and a wife also. Wife is in IT. He's in banking. He got banking job in Dubai. So somehow this is the kind of placement you have to take risk during this period. In Aquarius, people take risk because you are going to get, see, depending on your Mahadasha, don't take any risk. This is very, very dangerous for your whole family. But depending on, and if you get proper occult advice that, okay, you take a risk, don't worry about that, then that is another scenario. But it's a time to take risk depending on your Mahadasha Antardasha. We will see, and we will see that what kind of risk you can take. Very, very powerful placement of planets for you. Extremely happy. Especially I'm happy because there is one challenge that Rahu does not receive any aspect of Jupiter now. So Rahu becomes extremely crazy in ascendant. So it can create a lot of upheaval because of your own self. But somehow, sometimes, don't underestimate Rahu also. Rahu has a spiritual side also to him. So in that area, we can see some great news. Anyways, we will talk about a lot of things in the video when I'm doing Jupiter transit. What are the effects, and also how Rahu is now going to act without an aspect of a Jupiter after 5 months. So until till what time it is not getting an aspect. So that's what we will discuss about 2 videos that are coming very soon. All the very best. Do subscribe, otherwise you'll not be able to see them. Many people have been asking how to contact. 403-493-1188 is the WhatsApp number, and here in the description we have put a small link. Click on it, you'll come on WhatsApp, and then we'll discuss about your details all well. Thank you so much. All the best. Take care. 29th of September onwards, Rohit ji starting astrology classes in Hindi. Many people are just like so full. Please join ASAP, otherwise you will miss it, because we are not going to promote it more. It's 28, just like just 10 days now. So all the very best. Pisces. Here Mercury is entering into the sign of Libra. Now it will start with Mercury to be going into the 8th house. Kendra Lord in the 8th house, not a good placement. But why it is better? It is better not between 3rd and 9th of October. It will just be at 0 degree, not even taking anything. But here, as soon as the Rashi Parivartana happens between 6th, 7th and 8th house, 7th and 8th house, it is going to be superb. Venus in the house of Mercury debilitated, Mercury in the house of Venus. Now here comes power. 4th house Lord in the 8th house. Any real estate related problems that you are going through, they may solve. Any problem or health related challenges related to mother, they may solve. Any problem related to travel or journeys from away from your home, that may manifest during this time. Beautiful. Secondly, we'll see 7th house, Venus becomes debilitated. That means love, etc., will be not that blooming in your life. But otherwise, personality development, your personality will become so enigmatic, so charismatic, because it is putting an aspect on the Lagna. Exalted aspect. What a powerful placement of Jupiter, of Venus in the Kendra. It is not a very benefic planet. It is the 2nd house Lord. It is the 3rd house Lord. It is the 8th house Lord. It creates Upchaya. That means create a lot of improvements in your house. It creates a lot of challenges when it comes to, inheritance, etc. But look at the Rashi Parivartana. We cannot ignore the basic principles of Parashara. The Rashi Parivartana can, solve 90% of the cancellation of bad dosha happens here. And I'm not saying this because only of Venus. You will see that what is happening with Sun also. Now Sun, who's the 6th house Lord, goes to the 8th house, and here creates a Viprit Rajyo for you this month. So Viprit Raj Yoga is created. There is Rashi Parivartan Yoga is created. In fact, if you see in an overall level, the eighth house is receiving proper high degree aspect of Jupiter also, because Jupiter is transiting, but it is still receiving that aspect, still receiving that aspect. So it is a very powerful time around 16th to 20th of October to get so many news about many things in your life. If you're expecting some gains from your partner, or your partners are expecting some gains from you, it is going to work out either way. If you're expecting, this is also the time that you should encourage yourself to take some occult guidance, because what happens is that the sixth house lord has gone to the eighth house, making Viprit Rajyog. So after 17th of October, anyways, we will be doing starting the yearly readings very soon. We are going to be uploading, and this is Diwali period. I think by Diwali period, by God's grace, we will be uploading the yearly readings, right, Rohitji? Huh? We will be uploading. So a lot of new readings about your next year, how to manage next year, what to do is going to be coming. Anyways, coming to this is the time of service as well. Sixth house lord in the eighth house. Some problems related to health which you have been going on facing for a very, very long time is going to solve for you in a much, what you say, anticipated manner. But the biggest transit which I am loving for you guys is your ascendant lord going to the fifth house, getting exalted, putting such beautiful aspects on your ascendant, on your ninth house, on your 11th house, that you get such power in your life. This is going to be a trailer of how next year will be for you guys. From 18th of October, it is going to be just a trailer for 1.5 months that how your next year is going to be. After that, Jupiter becomes retrograde, it comes again back to Gemini, then it stays here, changes the nakshatra. So many things are happening. So we'll talk about all of that. But this is such a powerful placement of Jupiter. Oh my God, I'm so much in love with this. Your luck, both ways, the past deeds also that you have done will come to action, will come to bless you. Your next deeds, the deeds that you're going to do in the future is also going to be there here, because it's putting aspect of the ninth house. Education wise, you will get right learning. It does not matter what age you are. You are 80 years old, still you will get right learning about what to do, how to take action. Social, from your social circle, you will see that such powerful vibes you will get. You will get gains in your stock market is going up. Monetary also very good. Intelligence also very good. Creativity also very good. Benefit from children also. Benefit from what you say, your romantic love partners also. What do you guys need more? Such a beautiful placement of Jupiter. Since it is putting an aspect that is debilitated on the 11th house, you have to be careful also that we don't want to trust people blindly or make new friends and trust them immediately to give money and all, because this is where the Maya comes into play. It is also the house of karma. Karma means desire. Desire can ruin your life. Jupiter putting a seventh aspect from the dharma house on the karma house can create some challenges also. So it does not mean that only Jupiter's aspect are going to be 100% very good. It can create some challenges. So we will talk about it in the large video, the big video that we are making. So that for that, subscribe, otherwise you'll miss it. One more thing is happening, which you people ignore. Jupiter is going to be leaving Rahu alone for some time. It's not receiving any aspect now. How will Rahu react? That is what we will learn when we also do the Jupiter Rahu is free now video in the 12th house. Not a very good placement. If you're going to Rahu Mahadasha Antardasha, beware. Start doing Durga Sapsati from today only. Mercury enters into Scorpio here. Kendra Lord comes to the 9th house. Blessings from every place. Blessings from Guru. Blessings from your from people around you. Blessings from education. Blessings from your destiny also. Great placement of Mercury, and in 4 days here you will see that Mars also enters into Scorpio. So both are in very good place. Kendra Lord of your inner peace, happiness, Lord of your relationship, partnership, everything in the destiny house. Even your destiny lord is in the destiny house. Such powerful placement. It increases your wealth. It increases reliability on on partners. Even if Venus is debilitated in the house of partnership, here Mercury gets lot of strength here in the 9th house. And this will lead you to some changes that can happen in your workplace, because very soon after Mercury become retrograde again direct, it will go into the 10th house. That means get prepared for applying for jobs now. In this chart, Rohit, uh, Mars is better in the 10th house than 9th house, by the way. Its own house, it is not so good. In the 10th house, it is much powerful. First of all, that's a fire sign, Rohit. It has the power to manifest great things. As soon as Mars does next transit, these people will change the pattern of their karma if they're going through Mars, Mahadasha, Antardasha, or Pratyantardasha. There will be some change of course of some kind of career. That for the next time. Let's hope for the best. Have a great, wonderful month. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Then people have how to do it. It's in the go in the description and just type. Or what I will do is that in the first comment I will just pin it so that everyone can take it. I know it is everyone, for the who are not tech savvy cannot do it, and for them my team is constantly replying on YouTube. So I just wanted to make their burden less, because here there is a lot of burden. So all the very best. Rohit is starting the classes. Last chance to join. Otherwise, you'll be missing this class, and then you'll have to wait for almost 1 year, because Rohit is in between. Rohit, I told Rohit, please take out some time for some classes. So he will work on it. But otherwise, he's full. Na? Every time he's talking to so many people. So Hindi classes is there. All the best. Thank you, Rohit. Thank you for this beautiful, wonderful presentation as well, and all the best.
Thank you very much, and I'm very happy to listen, especially about Capricorn. Something good is going to happen. When I read comments, Capricorn are so much like when good will happen to us. So good is about to come, but don't miss the next videos, because next month Jupiter exaltation and so many other videos like Sun debilitation, Venus debilitation are in the row. So please subscribe, and for consultations, number always on the screen, link in description box. Thank you very much to all the family members. Thank you, Akash ji. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri
Jai
Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Malakshmi. Om
Namaste.
Namah
Namaste.
Shivaya.